everybody out with something. I'm going to do my best. It's all about giving back today. Because you guys give so much to the channel. Welcome. My number is down there on the stream. You can call it. Let me know if you get the notification. I'm going to find some music in the meantime. Pretty chill. Yeah, sure, we'll go with this. Yo, what's up? Hello. That's that Soul Rebel. What's up, man?
Welcome, everybody, to the stream. We're going to be doing some giving back today. You guys have given me so much, so I figured maybe I can help you guys with something. Just here to show I'm a fan.
Yo, I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Ashley, thanks for being here. Elaine, welcome. I'm going to call some viewers. So I just got done flying today. I got approved to fly an airplane solo today. That's cool. So whenever I can get my medical certificate, I'm approved to fly or take off an airplane and land it by myself. That's kind of nice. Can't do it yet because everything's closed to get the medical certificate, but one day, soon. Let me pull up the notification. Yeah, so I'll turn off Do Not Disturb. And if you have a message, feel free to call in. Just watch the video on marriage. Totally agree. Hey, thanks. Rewatching the streams with HR Lady. They're really fun. HR Lady might be in this stream, in the chat. If she says something, I'll mod her. But I don't know. Let me message her. Hey, thanks, Nathaniel. Hi, Josh. It's gonna be a good one. Josh Solo. It's gonna be cool. Whenever I get to do it, whenever all of the medical places open back up, I'm gonna go get my medical certificate and then I'm gonna do it. But I can't do it right now, so everything's closed. So Do Not Disturb is open. If you want to call in and got a question, feel free, or you could text it if you want. Should I just put Q&A? This title's not very clicky, you know? Like, I figured we'd try it. Maybe it's not working. Oh, we got one. I'm in. I'm all ears.
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Welcome to the stream, Dylan. How can I help you today?
Oh, shit. Awesome.
Don't give this a Christian stream. Keep the profanity.
Oh, sorry.
What's up, dude?
I don't really have like a question or anything, but man, I've been watching your channel the past few months, and your advice helped me land my first software engineering job.
Dude, congratulations.
And I appreciate it.
Can we ask what is it? What are you doing? Can we ask how much you're paid? You don't have to say, but I'm curious.
Well, and this is a month after I graduated my simulation development program. It's a simulation development job, and I'm not really gonna say where or anything because
don't do that.
But I won't say exactly how much I'm making, but I'm making like
figures?
13. No, I'm not making that. Actually, you know what? I'll say I'm making 58, which I'm really happy with for my first job because the first company I interviewed with wanted to give me 45, so that's, I'm making way more than I thought I was going to be making at my first job.
How'd you negotiate, if you did, out of curiosity?
So my friend that graduated like a month after me, he got the same job offer the same time I did, and he tried to negotiate. They said they don't allow negotiation for people straight out of school.
What?
What
is that?
Like, I know it's not a lot, but it doesn't sound like a lot, but I live in Florida. There's no state income tax or anything like that, so I'm not really like hurting.
No, dude, that's good.
I know
that's
it
like
sounds like I'm
$1,600
settling,
bucks.
but
No, dude, that's like $1,600 every paycheck if you're not married. That's pretty decent.
yeah, no, I'm really happy with it, and I'm about to get a apartment in a month, and my friend that recommended me for the job, he let me stay with him. So I'm kind of like,
What's the
you
first
know,
thing you're gonna spend that fatty paycheck on?
I need a new PC. I
Mm-hmm.
need a new gaming rig, and a 144 hertz monitor probably.
Mm-hmm. And then what's the first thing you're gonna waste money on if you don't count that?
Um, well, I'm an FPV drone pilot, so probably gonna just waste my money on a bunch of
Where's the YouTube channel?
drone stuff.
Where can we go
The
sub?
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, so it's Chestnut FPV, but there's no T in the middle of Chestnut, so it's just CHESNUT FPV.
All right, I typed it in the chat. Everybody go Google that if you want to see some FPV. I might text you in a bit because I need to know how to get into that. I want to be doing some of that. I'm gonna text you after this call because I need to know. Is
Yo,
that cool?
absolutely. I'll help you get into that. No problem.
Sweet dude. All right. Well, thanks for calling, man. Congratulations on the job. Let me know if I can be of more help.
Thank you, man. Have a great day.
You too, dude. This was wholesome.
Bye.
All right. This stream gonna be good. Facts. What's your opinion? Should QAs be required to have CS degrees? If you're gonna be like, no, actually, no. Actually, it doesn't depend. No, it doesn't. I think you're fine. You don't need a CS degree to do QA, and some QA is just manual testing. And if you don't, manual testing sounds more complicated than just clicking on stuff on the website trying to break it, or the app or whatever. If you're writing code, like writing actual tests, then still you don't need a CS degree. No, I don't think so. Can we call about anything? You call about whatever you want. It's the Joshua Fluke Show, where if you have a question or a concern or need something, I'm here. I'm here to give back. Okay, here we go.
Call from.
My name is Brandon Giles.
To accept, press.
Welcome to the stream, Brand. How can I help?
Hello.
Hi.
I just wanted to talk to you and get some advice.
Yeah, dude, what's up?
So I'm 17. I'm gonna be starting college soon. I just wanted some advice on school. So I did really horrible in high school. I had like 200 absences. I got expelled. I was a horrible student. But this time around, I actually want to be a good student. I want to do my best. I just want to see if you have any tips.
What are you gonna go to school for?
I'm still trying to decide on that. So I was considering like computer science or something in programming, but I'm thinking I might just go for a degree in mathematics, and that might give me more options. I feel like if I wanted to do programming, that would help me like do that later on, or if I wanted to do just something more science related, it would just give me more options. What do you think?
If you go for math, people with math degrees are gonna get hired for like data science or machine learning. But like the actual job prospects, you're gonna need to develop some pragmatic skills on the side. So you could do that, but you're gonna have to be learning some programming and building some stuff on the side. You're gonna be self-taught regardless if you get a CS degree or not, though. For like the pragmatic stuff, what you do on the job. But like, yeah, I mean, my CTO at my first job had a math degree. He was a CTO, did Ruby on Rails all day. But I don't know. Does that help?
I just what do you think? I'm looking for something that'll give me the most options. What do you think will give me the most options? I like with the programming thing. I don't know if it would be better just to straight up learn programming or learn this thing that would help me learn programming later on. What do you think would just give me the most options? That's my question.
Yeah, so the degree is like a checkbox, but if you get a degree in math, it's going to be easier for you to also do programming, but you're going to be able to do data science and machine learning too. So in like pragmatic sense, I don't think that you're going to be using a lot of it unless you're making the algorithms for like AI or data science, but that's probably going to be the most like pragmatic use case. It gives you the most options because if you want to be data science later, you could do it without math, but they're going to request math. So I think that's fine. As long as you're side hustling on the side, because you're not going to cover programming, as long as you're learning that on the side. I think it has the most utility.
I haven't had a job yet. I was I was about to get a job before this whole pandemic thing. Would you have any like recommendations? I had one job interview for like at Subway, but so I just sat down. Like she gave me like a paper, 10 questions to write out the questions, and then she just talked to me. And it was just like stupid questions, like just something, nothing related to the job at all. I just thought it was stupid. Like, what was the point of that, and what could I have done better?
What did she say at the end? Did she say like you didn't do this right, or?
So no, at the end, she made it sound like I was gonna get the job. She was telling me about how things were gonna be, just
Sure.
answering some of the questions I had on the thing I had to write out. She was telling me when I'd be working, the age group I'd be working with. Like I'd be working with some other guy after high school, probably like in a later shift. Then she never called me back.
But you got to call her back and ask. How long ago was that? Might be too late now.
It's way too late now. She said she was gonna call me. So
yeah, but like you could just ignore them. Every time a company that you're applying to says they're gonna call you, I'd say you have like 30% of chance of them coming through, unless they're like a huge company. If they're like, so Subway is like a huge company, but it's franchised. So an individual owns that Subway, not like corporate. They just follow corporate's rules. So you should call them back regardless. Like I would say like 72 hours at most. Call them back is what I would say for any job.
So I was wondering what I did wrong. So that was my mistake. I didn't call him back. That was like a month or two ago.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a mistake, but that's probably why you didn't get it. I don't think you did anything wrong. If everything's fine, she probably just forgot or got caught up with someone else. And it's your job to get the job. If they're giving you any indication that you're going to get it, you basically have to like run them into the ground, like to the point of like almost harassment, where they're like yes or no. It sucks. It sucks that it has to be that way, but that's how it is. You got to call and call. Well, go ahead.
What my brother said is the way he always got a job. Like he worked at like some fast food place. He would go in person and ask if there's anything he could do to help. He would go in every single day asking if he could have the job.
Yeah.
And he said he never failed to get the job when he did that.
Yeah, because you want to provide value. You're not just asking if you can make a paycheck, which is it's the same thing, but it's the way you phrase it, basically. Like you go in and you say, how can I help? You hiring? Anything I can do for you guys? That's better than, hey, are you guys hiring? I need a job. Like that's the way it just looks better. It's just perspective. But yeah, I mean, that's what you do. You just go into all the places. Hey, anything I can do? You guys need help? I'm happy to do anything. And sometimes they'll say no. And you can say, are you sure? Well, can I get an application anyways? Even if they say no, say those words, can I get an application anyways? Because most companies have a general application. If they're, quote, like not hiring, you can still take one of those and apply it and then call like 2 days later and be like, yeah, hi, applied. And I was looking at this position. You think there's any way you can interview me? And I'm going to bet you that they don't say we're not hiring. Just try it. Try it once.
Do you think it would be bad to get a job right now? My mom was saying because I feel like I would have a greater chance since so many people stopped working. Maybe if I was to go work at a grocery store. It seems like right now, if I wanted to be useful, this would be a very good time to be useful. Do you think that would be a smart idea, or with the whole virus thing, that would be bad? It's too risky.
It's how, I don't know where you live. I don't know the population. I don't know how many confirmed cases or not, but I think that there's ways to do it. I mean, the demand might be up or down depending on the market in your area for people to like hiring, but I think
in my county, there's been like 200 confirmed cases, and for the area where I live, it's in a mountainous area, not a very low population density. It's all forest. So I wouldn't be seeing as many people if I lived in town.
Yeah, I think it's up to you, man. Like how I don't know how much of the risk that you want to take, but yeah, I mean, definitely everyone else is probably like, it might be chickening out, but they might need a job for money too. So it depends. Like you could drive, Lyft or Uber, but then you still got to be in proximity of people. You could walk people's dogs on Rover. You could teach English. There's some companies that don't require a degree for that. You could teach English as long as you could prove that you're a native speaker. What else? Yeah, I mean, the rest are just kind of like retail jobs and stuff. If you go, all right, here's a job.
This?
Go ahead.
So I live in New Mexico. So here we have a like the Los Alamos Laboratory, like the place where they made the nukes.
Mm.
So my dad, he's an iron worker. It's like a construction type job. He he uh he works there. He works at Los Alamos, and he says when I'm 18, he'll be able to get me a job there. All I have to do I have to make sure I have my GED by then. But he said he should be able to easily get me in. And like part of the whole like getting the degree in math, I feel like so first I'm gonna have that job there, like get my foot in the door, and then with the degree in math, I could probably like use that to get a better job. Like, hey, I'm working on this degree right now. Instead of being an iron worker, could I get something like just on IT, just whatever, just anything that pays more instead of I don't really want to do construction or anything like that. I just want to do it to get my foot in the door.
Yeah, I mean, you could ask. One person in the chat said there's grocery delivery jobs. You could do that if you got a car. Just take delivery of groceries to people's houses, drop them off at their door, and bounce. That's a decent one. Amazon delivery is also one that you could do.
How would do I just go online and look for that?
Yeah,
Or
just type in
is it
grocery delivery, and a bunch of jobs will come up.
I'd definitely be willing to do that. That sounds fine.
Yeah, it probably pays more. Also, yeah, Amazon delivery too. They're always usually hiring.
I just this will be my last question. You can move on to someone else.
Sure.
So like I'm 17. I'm gonna be working soon, going to college. What would just be your general advice for someone like me? Just something
Yeah.
you think would be helpful that you could just
Sure.
do you
So yeah, you're gonna want to the classes are gonna make you frustrated, and the classes are gonna make you not want to do anything because those classes are gonna feel like it's a lot of work, and then you're gonna be spending a lot of time probably just playing video games or doing what you want. Don't spend that time playing video games. Make a portfolio because all your classmates are not gonna make a portfolio of something like your skill set or something that you can do. Just make a portfolio. Don't spend your time partying. I know all your friends and everyone there is gonna try to convince you. Well, this is the greatest time
let
of
me
your
add
life.
this.
Go ahead.
So when I got expelled from school, I lost all my friends. And I live like in a very isolated area. I have no friends at all, so I don't talk to anyone. I used to be a horrible student, but now I kind of completely turned around. I spend all day writing. I've been so like just trying to get ahead in math. I've been obsessively taking notes and everything. I've tried to make learning as fun as I possibly could for me. I'll write for hours and hours every day. I think I'll even enjoy the classrooms, all that stuff. I just won't be. I don't even play video games that much anymore. I just kind of got burned out.
Yeah, so try to sell something. That would be the next thing. Like make a product and try to sell it. Just learn the skill of sales. Everyone else is going to learn how to take tests. You're going to learn the skill of sales, which means you're going to be able to sell stuff like items, products, but you're also going to be able to sell yourself in the job interview, and no one else is going to know how to do that. Like I know it's hard to explain, but if you learn how to sell yourself and make I don't want to say like fluff yourself up, but like talk about all the things that are great about you rather than just taking a backseat hoping that they recognize those great things about you. Another way to do this is to go sell cars. It'll spit you out if you suck at it, but like just try to sell something just to see what it's like.
Well, I did that once because I was interested in the computer thing. I went on Craigslist and put an ad up like to help people fix their computers. It's because most of it's just like software stuff, just reinstalling an operating system, removing viruses. I just figured that'd be super easy. I did that and made $60 off it, but I wasn't able to continue doing it because my mom didn't want me to go drive and meet random strangers. And I was able to do that. I just gave the guy a flash drive that would have fixed his problem he was having on his computer. Because at first, I was gonna go meet him, but my mom didn't want me to do that. I was able to work around it and give him something that would fix his problem, and that would be okay with my mom.
Yeah, I mean, I would try to find anything. There's lots of look. So go to Indeed and type in sales positions near where you're at, and try to find something. There's lots of people that do like phone sales. You're gonna get hung up on a lot, and you're gonna learn to deal with that. And you're gonna and like once you get your first sale, there's no going back.
All right. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the stream. You can move on to someone else now. Thank you, dude.
Cool, dude. Have a good one. Hope it helped.
You too.
Text me if you got questions. All right. See you.
Okay.
All right. So we got June donate for a resume and portfolio review, it seems. Make sure the resume is not gonna. Okay. All right. I don't know if mods are in chat. Okay, so I'm going to put on Do Not Disturb for a second. I'm going to review this portfolio from June. Wait, hold on. One moment. Put that back on. Oh. Alright. Alright. Yeah, aptitude test for a support job just wants to test your personality, basically. Sorry, that was music was too high. That's weird. Oh, let's go with this. There we go. You can move on to someone else. It's all good, dude. Thanks for calling, man, by the way. Is there a minimum age to go to Lambda? Probably 18 be my guess. I'm 23, still don't know what I want to do. That's okay, me neither, dude. I feel that way every day. There's no job for me. But that's like the wrong type of thinking. There was never a job for me. I had to make my own. Like had to make what I want to do a job. I don't know how to say it. All right, hold on. We're gonna pull this up. Let me split this off. I'm gonna put chat over here to the right. You failed an aptitude test? Ask to retake it. All right, we're gonna take a look at this. Make sure I'm not gonna get doxxed. All right, so here we are. This is their portfolio. So it lands on the project page. I need links. I need links to these. If I click on this, where does it take me? It takes me to a picture. Picture's not going to do any good. I'm going to need links to... Okay, so what is this? This is the code pen? Okay, so I guess that's like the demo. Okay, so link me here to the demo, but also link me to the code. So I can see the code if I go here, but... I don't know, dude. You're banking on the fact that people know how to use CodePen. That's a pretty big risk. But yeah, I mean, so I would link to the GitHub for this code and then have this hosted on. This is just static, it looks like. So I would have this hosted on GitHub pages. That would work. That's what I would do for this one. So have two buttons here. So I didn't even know. Like this one's a link, but it just loads a picture that doesn't do anything. And then this one over here links me to a CodePen again. Yeah. So you need two buttons. One for the code. And one for the host. Same thing with all of these. Simple entries. Is this CodePen as well? Yeah. Oh yeah, someone asked how old I am. I'm 29. Is this a game or is this just like, what am I doing this? Oh, it's just an animation. Okay. Next, desktop apps. Oh, okay, all right. So here, don't do that. I didn't even really see this button. So you have a next button for desktop apps. What up, Bach? Populate some data. Why would someone give you their code for free? If you're using it as a portfolio to apply for a job, then they want to see the code. Someone said, hi, Josh, as a text message, hi. So, all right, you need to have all of your projects on the same page and just have a way to filter them. QT, in progress. Same thing for the buttons here. Unity. Yeah, so console software, dude, it just keeps going here. Yeah, you need to have all of this on one page. They're not going to spend this time to like wait for these pages to load. And also this loading animation is a little novel. So what happens if they scrolled down and didn't see anything and scrolled back up? They wouldn't realize those buttons were there. So I would remove the loading animations. Like they're cool, but they're novel. Annie said, I missed an opportunity to tell him to go to community college. That's true. That's true. So I think your name was Brandon, right? So Brandon, go to community college if you can for the first 2 years. Try not to take out student debt if you can avoid it. Yeah. Getting internships every semester to pay his bills. If he lives at home, he probably doesn't have any. Resume. Skills. This should be on your resume. Holy crap. Wait, hold on. I don't know if anybody's gonna buy this. There's a lot of skills. Let me ask the chat. Would you guys buy it? If someone said they had this many skills, would you guys buy it? What do you mean by novel? Like it's cool for the first few times and then it's kind of annoying after that. Sophia, yo fam, what's up? I don't know. I think this is too many skills. I'm not gonna believe it. I would bilingual, software engineer. Native language is English, but I've also been teaching myself Japanese. That's cool. This is enough. No picture. That's good. Perfect. You have a GitHub link here. You need a LinkedIn link, ideally, somewhere right here. Up there. Yeah, so I think you need to trim this list down. This is like an entire company. I think you should take the ones that you're best at. Like I think oh, I can't even highlight. All right. So, hold on. Let me know if you guys can see this. All right. So I have this up. No, we can't see it. Hold on. We'll do it like this. So I would say like at maximum have this many skills. So you need to figure out how, wait, hold on. You can't list Facebook as a skill. That's gonna get you rejected from the job. So yeah, take that off. FL Studio's in there. I saw Free Loops too. Yeah, so take your most dev skills, the ones that you're the best at, put them here. On this and on your resume. But you don't really even need a skills section. GitHub is a skill. Version control software. I guess like Bitbucket technically you could list, I guess. Yeah, so you gotta be able to fit them in here, in my opinion. Let's go back. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to me while I look at the resume and make sure that I don't dox anything. Just give me a sec. Yeah, all right. So all right, let's talk about the resume. It's pretty bare bones. So here's the resume. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. Here's the resume. Languages, that this doesn't matter if you're applying to jobs in the United States. This might matter if you're applying to a company in the United States who has a Japanese branch that you might be interested in later. I'd put that there. Otherwise, take languages off. This is more of a European thing to include languages. You need a skills section. You need a skills section 100%. And the skills section, again, has to be like this. You need a skills section and you need to put it right here. You need to put it front and center. I'm not seeing anything about an education here. If you don't have an education, like a degree, yeah, I mean don't or if you have some college, I recommend putting some college on here. It'll make sense when they see that you only went for 2 years and didn't graduate, but just hey, put it on there if you got space. If you don't have a college education at all, you didn't go there, don't put it on here. Got the portfolio here. This doesn't need to be a link here. This needs to be up here. You also need a summary about yourself, like, hi, my name is June. I'm looking for an opportunity as a software developer. Something like that. Just right underneath June. So again, here for projects, you have one link to CodePen. Instead, I would have 2 links right next to it. I'd have one link here that says GitHub and another link that says hosted. Liquid progress bar, over 20,000 views. So I don't know if you need bullet points for this. I think I would just, oh, that one's kind of cool. Was featured on the homepage. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. You could leave that one, but I think you could take that off. I would maybe add like skills that you used to build this because you typed it out here. I'd have maybe a skills section below it. Someone said, cheers from Germany. Nico, thank you so much for the 5. If I missed any other donations, I'm sorry, but thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks for the support. Does Josh work anywhere? Yeah, I work as a freelancer for Google. I make a living through ad revenue, affiliates, selling my products, doing live streams, and yeah, that's how I make a living. Yeah, you also need a LinkedIn here as well. And you need obviously you need a like at least an email and a phone number here to contact you. Yeah. Is this helpful for you guys? I'm sure there are some of you guys in the viewership that don't have a job, never made a resume, but ideally you need education at the. Hold on. I'll zoom out for you guys. Okay, so let's do it. So we need skills section right here. We need education down here at the bottom. I'll just put E. And I'll put S for skills. And you got projects, that's good. Languages, you could take that out. You don't really need that. You need 2 links, so 1 link for this, 1 link for that. And then I'd maybe have like a little skills, and I just list the tech you used to build it. Same for this. Also, you need a little summary about you here. My name is June. Blah blah blah. Right, and then you need some links up here at the top. This is how I would do it personally. So I would put personal website here, LinkedIn here, GitHub here. Make it real simple. Just put that in the header, right there. And yeah, education. You don't got education, don't put it. I wouldn't put high school on there. If you got some college, put college on there. Put the dates you went. Don't put your GPA for education. Also, yeah, you need contact info. So you could put that like right there and then slide June over here. Why use links if people are going to print that in paper? People don't print this in paper. I mean, you could take some to the interview. If you walk into an interview that has some more software people there or people in the interview that you weren't told about, you can give them a copy of it. But most of the time when you walk into an interview, they already have your resume pulled up on their computer. So I can remove my personal info and drop my resume as a reference if you want. But yeah, this is how I would do it. Got some work to do. Let me turn off Steam. Okay, let's go back. Hopefully this was helpful. Yeah, I'm gonna put the music back. Give me a sec. There we go. Cool. All right. Someone sent in a couple questions. What object-oriented language is most widely used in industry? Which industry? Gaming? C++. Mobile? It depends on your app. Depends on the company. Hey, Josh. Was wondering what's your opinion on doing medical billing and coding? They're together, not separate. I think medical billing and coding, it's not like coding. I'm pretty sure. It's like encoding, which is not coding. Medical billing and coding is like codes for like that like police officers use. Like we have a 1024 red, whatever, right? Like it's that kind of coding. It's not this kind of coding where you're doing software. It's billing and coding. Maybe I'm wrong now. I don't know anyone, but I think that's what the coding part of medical billing and coding is. Try out Canva for resume templates. Make me. You're supposed to say, check out Josh's resume templates on his website. It's the links down below. React or Angular? You can answer, chat. SaaS ideas, any? Nah. Why do you need LinkedIn on your resume? Because every job asks for it, basically. You're right. Okay, cool. Josh, I managed to score an internship that pays pretty high. They use React and Node. I'm familiar with them, but not confident. That's cool. And your experience, do most jobs train you or make you learn on the fly? Good jobs train you. Crappy jobs make you learn on the fly. But the fact is you're getting paid to learn anyways. What's the fastest way to learn those skills? I can't tell you that. I don't know how you learn. That's the main thing. Fastest way to learn those skills is going to be like anybody else. They're going to give you a little basic task or just follow a tutorial at work and get paid to do tutorials. Are you into trading, investing? Nah, I reinvest my money into like stuff for the channel. It's not really trading. Josh, what do you do for work? Are you a salaried employee? Nah. Nah, I gave that up to do this. More calls. Yeah, let's do more calls. More calls. All right, I've taken Do Not Disturb off. There's the number, boys and girls and helicopters, whatever you identify as. Looking at the phone. Okay. What does Josh ride? I have a Triumph 1050 Speed Triple. Actually, I took a picture of it today. It's on my Instagram story. I rode it to the airport. It was so nice. It's the nicest day it's been in a while. Here you go. That's my baby girl right there. Oof.
Call from Joel. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Joel, welcome to the stream. How can I help you, sir?
Hey, Josh. Nice to meet you, buddy. I'm calling you from Barcelona, Spain.
Bienvenidos to the stream, sir.
Thank you, brother. Well, first of all, thank you for the content, man. I think you have a very high quality of content. I've enjoyed your channel over the last year. And I just wanted to ask you in regards to actually starting a YouTube channel. So I'm in digital marketing. I do data analysis. And I wanted to know, I have plenty of skills. I like to communicate. I've done sales jobs, so I have a lot of the profile that you would require to kind of start your own channel and create content. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, I can't get myself to do it, I don't know if it's a psychological block or...
It's a psychological block.
Right. So, I just wanted to know, what kind of advice could you give me in regards to starting a channel? Like, how did you find kind of like your niche? Because I know, you're into IT, but you found that niche of LinkedIn and corporate cringe and all this stuff,
Yeah. So how you find the niche? You gotta let the audience decide what you're good at. Unfortunately, that's kind of how it works. Like, you can have things that you think that you're good at, but you're gonna get gut checked time and time again of what is actually good. Like, how to find the niche is just by posting a bunch of different things. So if you go back to look at my channel, it's super bad. I used to post video games. I used to post vlogs. I used to post a bunch of stuff that nobody cared about, and it was pretty obvious by the results. And so I tried other things, and the views started going up, and they said more like this. Another thing is, it's going to sound bad because we're on stream right now, but you're going to have to kind of ignore the audience, because you'll have a vocal minority of people that will say, please do this, I would watch this, but that's not the reflection of what everyone actually thinks. So you have to go by the results, not by what people say and not by what you say. So you have to experiment, basically, and it's a psychological block to get started. Just sit down, press record, and do the video. You don't got to post it, but just do that. I'm sure everyone in the chat right now would love to learn about data science, right? There's not enough of you guys out there. It's too new. We want to know. I can't talk about it because there's just not that much content about it.
Right. That's very true. And yeah, I've filmed myself many times before, but I guess I just have to jump into it and just start doing it. I also I realized that you've evolved a lot as far as kind of how you film, the different tools you use, the video editing aspect of it, and I'm sure it takes a ton of time for you to be able to do that, right? It's almost like a full-time job. But I guess you just have to start from little by little, or yeah.
Just make one video. Make one video, use Vinci Resolve. It's free. That's what I use. Use OBS to record your screen. That's what I'm using right now. And yeah, I mean, just go for it. Just hit record. Use your webcam if you have to, or don't. It's up to you, but you just have to post something. People will watch it because people want to do it. They want the jobs for it because everyone sees the high-paying jobs. It's in demand, and If you just make something, people will watch. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
you have to kind of go to them at first. That's another thing. You got to kind of get in front of them. You got to say, hey, here's my content. Please go watch. So like post in Facebook groups, post on post cool data models on like TikTok, post in places where there's people, like post on Reddit. Like in like so here's a good subreddit. Like data is beautiful would be perfect for data science people getting started. If you could make a cool visually appealing data model.
Data is beautiful.
Yeah, r/data.
And you said you mentioned two software that you use for screen recording and also for like video editing. You said DaVinci and what's the other one?
So Vinci Resolve and OBS. OBS is open source screen recording software. It's pretty great. That's what I'm using to stream right now.
Perfect. And yeah, buddy. So thank you for the advice. Love your channel, man. And
Thanks, man.
I hope your dad is doing well and your family as well, brother. All the best. And
Thanks, man.
yeah, keep it going, brother.
Cool.
That's what I wanted to say. Thank you for taking
Appreciate
the call.
you, man. Be safe, dude. Thanks for calling.
Okay, take care.
See ya. All right. Thanks, dude. Love DaVinci. Yeah, I got DaVinci Resolve 16. It's pretty chill. Because I got a Blackmagic camera, so it came with it. But DaVinci Resolve is also free. Has a free version. And it doesn't have watermarks or any of that cheesy stuff. Josh, are you African American? What? Kevin, Josh, what's up, dude? We got... You think the outlook for tech... What do you think the outlook for tech is? Oh, tech is high, dude. Jobs are going to be automated, right? Which side do you want to be on? Do you want to be the one automating people, or do you want to be the one getting automated?
Call from
Levi.
Who?
to accept.
Welcome to the stream. How can I help?
Hi. I'm just wondering, I have recently gotten an offer from a digital rotational program at a pharma company. I was wondering what your thoughts on that are.
Talk about what that is. First time I heard about it.
So essentially it's a 2-year program, and each 6 months I rotate to a different area of the business. So I'm just wondering what your thoughts on that. I'm a CS major, by the way.
So it's a 2-year program. Like, is that full time, or like, how's it work?
Yeah, full time.
What do you want to do?
Honestly, I'm very split. I have no idea what I want to do.
Okay, so do you want to own a business one day?
Potentially.
I'm gonna need. It's either a hell yes or a no. That's what I'm looking for.
I guess then it'd be hell yes.
All right, so then do it. Yeah, 100% do it. Because otherwise, if you don't want to own your own company one day, it doesn't matter, right? Just go deep into some corporate niche and just learn a lot and get paid a lot. But if you want the like plethora of skills, yeah, definitely do it. That's 100% I would do it. Does it pay good?
Yeah, around 70.
Yeah, dude, definitely do it. Like, you're getting to learn the ins and outs of how a company works. That's going to be stuff to leverage even if you don't want to own your own business, because you're going to be able to do things that people that have spent so much time just deving haven't done. They're not going to be able to communicate. They're not going to know how this product is actually affecting the market. Like, you're going to have all these other advantages even if you don't want to do it. But yeah, I mean, that's what I would say.
Okay. Awesome. Well,
Yeah,
thank
dude.
you very much.
Yeah, man. Congrats. Good luck. Thanks for calling. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too. Bye.
See ya. All right, hold on. I got a call. I'm calling outbound this time. Hey, whoever that 9310 number, pick up. Wow. Okay. All right, so the person, okay, hold on. I'm gonna call this person. Wait, who this? Hold on, I'm gonna call this person here. It's about medical billing and coding. Josh always catches me watching his videos like this.
Your call has been forwarded.
Wow, we get hung up on. Okay, so, all right, whoever... Whatever. All right, so I'll just answer your question then. So the person who said, I want to know your thoughts about medical billing and coding as a career. I don't think it's much of a career personally. I think it's a job. It's a job and you do it and that's what it is. But I think that has potential to get automated like big time. Medical billing and coding, it could be automated big time. Just by the clients, not you. I'd be careful there. I don't think it has much growth unless you become the manager of all the medical biller and coder people. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be realistic about, like, how do you grow? I imagine you could do it faster. It doesn't seem scalable, basically, I guess. What's the worst job? That's perspective. Maybe the dude that cleans up the set after the adult videos are done being filmed. That probably sucks. Okay.
Call from.
Ethan.
Who? To accept, press.
Welcome to the stream. How can I help? Hello? New phone? Who this? We tried. Do you guys like this type of stream? Like, would you want to see this maybe like once a week? A couple times a week? Just curious. I like doing this. I think it's fun. Gives me something to talk about. Gives me topics to talk about. Lets me know what you're interested in. Oh, I had this idea. To do like a freelancing project with the flight school that I'm doing because they have a tiny little YouTube channel and like one video that's like a testimonial. And I thought about approaching the place that I'm learning and being like, can we like make some freelance agreement? I can make some videos for you and promote and then talk about how I'm doing that on my channel. I thought that'd be cool.
Call from.
Ethan.
To accept.
No. Stop. Have a coffee on me. Love the streams. RH, thanks, man. Better than I deserve, Gabriel. Thanks so much. Our next caller. Bro, if you do it one more time.
To accept, press 1.
Okay, all right. We're going to have to go down that road today. It's good to do these streams. Are they calling on Duo? Google Voice. That's like Google Voice number. I'm not like collecting numbers and remarketing or anything. Somebody send me a text. Is a comp sci degree good for 3D modeling game design? It might help you, but you're going to need a portfolio big for game design. Big. That's going to sell more than your degree. Thanks, Josh, for your insight on medical billing and coding. You're welcome. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to keep it real.
Call from.
Hello.
To accept.
Yeah, welcome to the stream. How can I help?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. What can I be of service? How can I be of service?
I just want to thank you for giving these lives because I'm always watching, and I just I'm so happy because I have graduated from a boot camp and I got a job offer like a couple weeks ago.
Congrats, dude.
And so for the boot camp, I have attended like 9 months, but I have told the company I have like a 1.5 year experience. Do you think am I going to struggle?
Yeah, everybody will. Everybody's gonna struggle. Like, it's gonna happen. You're gonna struggle. You're gonna get to the point where you're like, I don't know why they're paying me to do this, and you just keep doing it. They hire you based on potential. They pay you based on work done. So, just tell them up front if you think that you're not gonna be able to make something, just say that. Just do not do the thing where you sit and be like, because you're afraid to go tell them you don't know how to do it. They know that you don't know how to do it, but they're gonna assume that you're figuring it out, even when you're just sitting there and you're not. And then when you inevitably don't get it done on time, they're gonna get mad at you and say, "Why didn't you come ask us? We hired you. We know that you have potential, right?" I don't know. Does this help?
All right, yeah, it helps. Yeah, so I will be more open to my company, right?
Gotcha.
Just go to them whenever you're feeling like you can't do something. You have to be very, very transparent as a new dev. You have to be super transparent. You have to say, I think I can do this, or just say I can. How would I phrase it? I would say, give me a few days, or give me a day, and I'll try to figure it out. And if I can't, I'll come back to you if I need help, if I have any questions. And they'll be like, okay, great. Just make sure that you keep the contact there, like keep the connection as you're working through something that's really challenging for you.
All right, and that was it. Thank you for your call, man.
Dude, thanks for calling. You're a real one, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a nice one.
You too. Is it really hard to get it? Oh, wow.
Call from
Yes, it is.
Mark.
Mark, welcome to the stream. How can I be of service, sir? Hello?
I heard you were a faggot.
Oh, wow. That's a good... This is the... You gotta go to Wubby's stream for that, dude. Okay. That was a good one. Good meme. Good meme. Let's see. Hold on. I code for fun. Yeah. Good meme. Trying to provide a decent service, but, you know. Here we go. Wait, hold on. Uno momento. I have a spam call. Been trying to call, not going through. Any ideas on how to utilize the two side hustles, DAWs and production? What are those? SoundCloud. You don't have to donate again. Can you just clarify what those are?
Call from
John.
John, welcome to the stream. How can I be of assistance?
Hi, how's it going? How's
Good,
it going,
man.
Josh? Yeah, I'm basically learning Java programming right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like self-taught, and I'm kind of struggling on like algorithms in particular. And I was wondering, like, for a straight up like junior dev, what are the most like important algorithms that you should know? Like, what do you have any recommendations on that? Like on where I could find how to learn them and like which ones are the most important? Because I know that there's like quite a few out there.
Oh, there's tons of them out there, but I can't tell you which ones are the best ones. That's like my weakness, dude. Just honestly, that's my weakness. I'm terrible at them. I don't know the best ones. I would type in, how would I phrase this? So I know that there's like toy problems. Just type in Java algorithm toys.
Toys?
Yeah, and I know there's lists of them because I Googled this. I typed in Java algorithm or JavaScript algorithms, and like a whole bunch came up, like bubble sort and all these reverse, like binary trees, stuff like that. Like I know those two at least, but
Exactly. Yeah, those are so difficult for me, and I've just been reading books on them, and that's just not
don't
doing it.
do books. You gotta go with them. I mean, you got all the websites, right? Like that you could go do it. But I would find a list of GitHub toy problems and then look at the solution and like work backwards. That's how I do it. I work backwards. Like I reverse engineer and figure out how it's done. It's up to you though.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. I appreciate it, Josh. Thanks.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
All right.
Thanks.
Let's see. This is not a spam call. Yeah, I know. It's not. It's probably not that one. Caleb Curry, YouTube Java. Yeah, that could be good. GitHub toy problems. Yeah, that'll work. Toy problems. That's what they're called. How big of a crush do you have on HR Lady? I don't know. HR Lady's in the chat. She's a mod. Could you remove that comment, HR Lady? Thank you.
Call from
Jake.
Jake from State Farm. Welcome to the stream. How can I help?
What's up, Josh? How's it going?
It's good, man. How can I help?
I've watched your videos on Reviture talking so bad about it, but I'm thinking about giving it a try. They've accepted me. I'm supposed to start at the end of the month.
I mean, I guess the question is, what else have you tried?
Well, I work I work for a home automation company, like basically in construction, and here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I make $17 an hour. And Reviture is gonna and I've been teaching myself how to code for the past 7 months, just on weekends and after work. And they're gonna basically put me through a 10-week boot camp and pay me minimum wage while I'm going through that boot camp.
Yeah, so you get paid $8.50 an hour for 10 weeks. But the main thing is, like, they get to, if you're okay with this, if you are actually okay with this, they can send you wherever they want for 2 years, and you have to hope that one of those clients buys you out. Also, they cap your money. You can never earn more than Reviture says you can earn, which is roughly $50,000 a year. So if you're okay with that,
first year is 45, then it goes to 60 second year, and then your contract's up.
Right. So you're capped for 2 years. If you're okay with that, if you're okay with being capped for 2 years, if you're okay with being sent anywhere in the country, and also the thing is, they give you like a $500 advance, like $500 to relocate. That's not enough money for a down payment on a lease. That's not first and last month's rent. Also, if your contract breaks while you're working at one of these companies, like not with Reviture, but like let's say the company says, all right, we don't need Reviture employees anymore or contractors anymore. You have to go back to a Reviture training center and get paid $8.50 an hour. So I hope that you have saved money while you were working there so you can break that lease. Otherwise, you're going to get into big trouble. I hope that you
Right. Yeah, I've got some money saved up, and I'm single. You know, I don't have any kids. I've recently me and my girlfriend broke up of 7 months. I've been meaning to mention also those videos about your exes and all that. It's great content. I love watching those too. Get a different side of your life, man. It's cool.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm just a regular guy just trying to get by, you know.
We all go through women issues, don't we?
Yeah. I think if you have money saved up and that's like your option, you don't care about where you go and where you live, and you manage the finances fine. I
think it's exciting. Like it's just like a spin of the draw. They'll tell you where to live. It's almost exciting, like adventurous.
Sure, as long as you play it safe, like while you do it. So like, let's say you go get an apartment. When they send you to your location, they give you a location. You go, you get the apartment, you get a car or whatever. You start buying stuff to furnish your house or whatever because you're working there and you're living there. And then suddenly your contract ends. Now you have to take all of that stuff, all of that investment into that location, and get up and go back to a Reviture training center, make $8.50 an hour again until they can place you somewhere else. And so you basically
maybe look for like month to month or very short term leases, like 3 to 6 month leases.
Yeah, you basically have to for the next 2 years. You're gonna have to like think that you're just living out of a suitcase until it's done, and then you're like free. And if you're okay with that, go for it.
Right. I think they're teaching like Java in the boot camp, Java or C# depending on the need for the job. So it's more like they're providing like big bank software engineers.
Yeah. Also, I'd be careful of high cost of living areas. They could send you to New York City or San Francisco or Washington, D.C., and your pay goes up a little bit, but it's still not enough. You're going to have to be living with people there. Also, while you're doing the code boot camp, the 10-week boot camp, you're going to have to be having roommates there. But if you don't care about any of that, I guess
I was supposed to be traveling to Tampa Bay at the end of this month for the boot camp, but since coronavirus and all that shut down travel until further notice, they're just doing it through Zoom. Okay. They're going to start the boot camp anyway through Zoom, but that's just what it is. I was excited to go to Tampa, be on the beach like on the weekends, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah, that's awesome, man. Thank you for just your advice. I more or less just wanted to call and talk to you, man. I watch you all the time. Just keep up the good videos, dude. It's cool. I'm hopefully gonna be, once I get better at coding and have more to provide people, start a YouTube somewhat like yours.
Do it,
just to give back,
Oh, one thing that I know happens at Reviture is that if you sign up for a certain path, like you want to do Java or you want to do web dev or you want to do mobile dev, they can switch it at the last minute. Like you can sign up for one thing and they can change it at the last minute, and there's really nothing you can do about it. So make sure that if you pick a spot, they hold that spot for you.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you for the advice.
All right, dude.
I'll let you get on to the next caller, though. Thank you, man. I'll talk
Thanks,
to you
man.
later.
Good luck. Congrats.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling.
Yep.
Someone said you look depressed. No, dude, I'm just thinking. Oh, yeah, I should have said you should start your channel now. That's, Milk, you're right. Yeah, start the channel now while you're learning. Document that. It's not very pragmatic for a lot of people that are, like, settled down, right, to just throw their whole life in, like, a storage container and then go train and then go anywhere for 2 years. That's not very practical. I can't talk, but you can still answer. Personally, for me, the deal breaker is being capped for 2 years. I'm not going to let someone limit the amount of money that I can make. Like, I would job hop to more, whatever, etc. Right? That's my thing.
Call from
Omar.
Yeah, Omar, dude, welcome to the stream. How can I help?
Hey man, thanks for having me on. Really appreciate your YouTube channel.
Thanks, man.
Just to give you like a little bit of an exposition, I'm 19 years old. I'm currently pursuing a CS degree. I'm currently enrolled in community college, and the plan is to transfer to like a real school in a year. So I'm halfway through that associate program. But the thing is, so I actually ended up choosing the CS degree, not so much because I was interested in it, but because I just wanted like a challenge. So what my main interest is in is kind of IT. I've been in that field, interested in that field for a while, like since I was young. And you know, I've gained like a few skills, gotten a few certifications, but you know, I wanted something different, and obviously CS, depending on where you are and what role you have, it does generally pay a bit better. So I was wondering, is it worth it to finish my CS degree like to the bachelor level, or is it just worth it to, you know, go ahead and get my IT certifications and go down that route? Because I do want to start my own business in the future. Like I mean, I'd be content with not that much, but I do want to have something that's my own, you know, sometime in the future.
If you own your own business, there's no need to have really a degree unless you're like an engineer or something that needs like certifications. But for IT, yeah, I think you don't need it. But for a job to pay more, they're going to pay you based on your degree. Also, I don't know if you're going to need a CS degree. You could probably get a degree in information systems. Have you ever seen one of those? It'd be more online with what you want.
Yeah, I understand. Well, yeah, like you said, I think that might be a better path because, you know, with a CS degree, there's a lot of classes that, you know, you might not necessarily have to use on the job. So do you think going with like an information systems kind of, or like changing my major to that would be the right course of action?
If you really want to stay in IT and open your own IT business, I think information systems is a better fit for you.
All right, really appreciate that.
You still learn a little bit of coding in there. Like, I think they teach you PHP, which is, everyone's going to give you shit for that, but like, I don't know. It depends on the school, but you still learn a little coding, but it's more like IT focused. I've had coworkers with that degree, like programmer coworkers, and so, but it's mainly IT. So I think it would be worth it.
Got it. And let's say like if I did change my mind and I did want to go down the CS route, what would be like the best way to go through that? So I mean, there's several options. So I could just finish my associates and then go on to like a boot camp or something, or I could actually get like the bachelor's. So I'm not sure which one of those would be better. So I'm like well equipped when I actually go out and search for jobs, because as of now, like we pretty much haven't done much but basic level Java, and you know it just kind of feels like we're going in circles, and I won't get anything done unless I, you know, learn by myself.
Yeah, I think information systems is a better alignment for you, like ultimately, if you want to have your own business in IT one day, because you still learn code in that. You still learn how to be a programmer. You might have a little bit of a time selling that resume to an employee because they're not going to know what that is. You're going to have to say, actually, look, I can do both. I can do IT and programming, whereas computer science is just more, computer science not really related to IT. I think the information systems for you specifically is more utilitarian and would benefit you more personally because you still do learn code, and it's going to be up to you to build a portfolio regardless.
All right, got it. Yeah. All right, thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
helps.
Your channel's really good. It really taught me the value of like being disagreeable. That negotiation
Disagreeable.
stuff that you, negotiation stuff that you were talking about. Really useful advice. And like obviously thinking critically, like pretty much at every step that you go through. I really appreciate that too. All right,
dude.
thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
You too.
See ya. All right, sweet. Cool. Did I miss anything? I think I missed something. What are your opinions about memes? I like memes, dude. Memes are how I survive.
Call from
Amanda.
Amanda?
Don't try to hang up.
Amanda, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream.
Hey. Hey.
How can I help?
I just want to ask you, when is the next corporate cringe video? We really like them.
I think it's probably going to be on Monday. It's robots, human robots to replace remote workers. They have like a little screen that rolls around the office, like a little Segway with a screen on it, and it rolls around the office, and you can just creep into people's offices and look at them and stuff. Yeah, it's really cringe. Get those away from me. So probably be on Monday, maybe this weekend.
Okay.
Depends.
Cool. Well, thank you. I just was wondering.
Okay, cool. Well, have a good one. Thanks for calling.
You too. Bye.
Yeah, anyways, that's the next corporate cringe. That's for real. Telepresence bots, exactly. Robot coworkers. That's probably what I'll title it. Corporate cringe, robot coworkers. Please hold. Let me write that down.
Call from
Abe.
To accept, press.
Welcome to the stream. How can I help?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm actually calling because I was a little interested to get your take on something. Recently, I've been applying to new jobs. I've been working at a software company for like 3 years almost, and I've just started applying to jobs again. And I wanted to ask in terms of, when you're making your resume, when you're presenting the information that you have experience, education, whatever it may be. I understand the idea of like embellishing your resume, maybe, talking to your strong points, etc. But one thing that a lot of my friends have said, a lot of them aren't in like computer science or, software engineering roles. They basically just recommend to just lie, just basically say, like, for example, me personally, I've worked at a company that's very Java based, a lot of Java, frameworks. And there's been positions that have been, more .NET or C++ or C# or whatever. So when I've applied to them, I'll apply, but I'll leave my resume as is. I'm not going to lie and say that, oh, I use C++ at my job or I use .NET. And most of them say, like, for most of them, they have experience of someone's saying, basically lying and saying, yeah, I do know that, or I do know how to do things that they really don't do a lot of.
So my philosophy is do whatever it takes to get to the interview. Because usually the person reviewing your resume is not the person who wrote the ad. Or if it is, there's someone who has no idea what they're doing with tech. I think that if you think that you can do the job or learn to do the job, apply. That's my philosophy on it. So
okay.
if it said C# and you don't know C#, I'm going to put C# on my resume so I can get to the interview so that I can explain, look, I don't know C#, but I know a language similar to that and I can learn it. Because you're not going to get the time of day to say that if you don't do that. And now that you're in the interview and you can say that, people will give you a chance. Where that chance would have been eliminated if you were honest, Abe.
I guess, from my perspective, again, this is like my second round of applying to jobs. And for me personally, like, it just from my perspective of, it just seems weird to, especially talking to like, for example, usually when you have, for most jobs that I've seen, there's like a screener where you basically talk about your experience and what you've done and what you work on. And a lot of the times it's mostly just talking about, working on, Spring frameworks and microservices or talking about Java specific things, you know what I mean? So I feel like in order to accomplish that goal, I would have to say, oh, and I also, do something in C# or do something in C++, which I'm not totally comfortable with. I get the idea of like putting on your resume just to have it, but I feel
you put
like
it on your resume so that you can talk with a person. Like the goal is to have a conversation. It doesn't so in my opinion, I don't care about what's on I'm going to put whatever I need to put on the resume so I can get in contact with somebody and then we can talk about it, because in a conversation there's context. When you just apply with just a static document, there's no context to there. Like you can't explain it. You can't explain what's going on. Like to get to the conversation and explain and negotiate and barter, because you can do that in a job, but you're not going to be able to if you can't get the conversation. So that's where I'm at. Like, it's just how flexible are your morals and how willing are you to play in that gray area. For me, I'll break the rules. I don't care. If they're going to say no, they're going to say it anyway. So might as well try.
So to be more specific, like for example, like on my resume, for example, I'll talk about certain projects and talk about, the different frameworks, the different things. Would you go so far as to say, like, put a block of work experience that you really didn't do, like, in terms of using the technology? Or is this just, like, a blurb you put on there, just say, oh, I've used C++? Or will you go as far as to say, I've done this project?
I say familiar. That's it. If it's a technology I haven't used, I say familiar with it. And then I spend, I don't know, an hour after I apply to that job and look at it and say, I could probably learn this. And that's fine. Or spend an hour before you apply, right? Like, it doesn't really, even if you apply to a job that's a different language than what they're required, they usually let you do the code test in a language that you're comfortable with. I've had that happen. So it's not like, it's not as much of like a rule as you think it is. They say, this is what we want, and you say, okay, well, I'm familiar with it, I can learn it. And then they give you a code test, and they say, just do it in the language that you're comfortable with. Like, which clearly means that they were flexible all along, but you wouldn't have got to that point if you didn't do that on your resume.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I know from your perspective, I kind of agree to it. I mean, I have multiple languages on my resume, pretty much ranked in terms of familiarity and use. And for me personally, I've just had friends who've said, just say you did this project and say instead of Java, it's this. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, don't make up stuff that you've done. I'm saying you just want to try to match the verbiage, because HR looks at the job posting online and they look at your resume and they are literally just doing a one-to-one match. If it says Python on the job application, they're going to look on your resume and say Python, and then they're going to forward it to someone who's going to give you a conversation. And when you have that conversation, then you can explain everything. But that's all they're doing. That initial screening filter is getting you thrown out before you can have the context of a conversation.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, and I definitely, at least now, I'm a little bit more, I don't think about the review process of applying like in the past when I was first doing this. I would actually think about it as if I was hiring myself. Now it's just applying. If they're going to reject me, they're going to reject me.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's just like you didn't lose anything except the time it took to apply, but you might gain everything by trying to change their mind. Because people don't try to do that. People just accept a no, and you're like, wait, hold on, let's talk about it. And they're like, what? No one's ever done that. Like, you can barter with jobs. Jobs have no, like, real legalities to it when it comes to the application process. Like, when they do a background check and you, like, lie about stuff, yeah, that's you're going to get popped for that. But, like, to get to the interview, do whatever you need to do to get to the interview, and then try to, talk your way into it.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And I just wanted to say I do like your videos, and it does seem from the few that I've seen, it's actually kind of like real world experience and not just like the same canned response I've seen like on every video where it's just talking about like how to get into a FANG company, which is fine, but it just seems like it's a lot more in tune with what actually is like useful experience.
Yeah, I mean, like, 99% of people are not going to work at FANG companies. They're going to work at companies all around where they live because they have families and they don't want to relocate and all that stuff, So I try to be more realistic to the mass.
Thanks. And I was just going to say, I saw your video recently about, you were talking about your family and how like they basically are like androids draining your energy.
Yeah.
That was pretty relatable, and that was pretty hilarious, at least not so much, from a comedic standpoint, but just from a relatable standpoint.
Yeah, I know. It's an interesting experience.
Fair enough. All right, man. I'll see you. Thanks, man.
Thanks, dude. See you, man.
Bye.
Yo, people hate me. People are gonna clip that, and people are gonna take that out of context and be like, Josh says to lie. It's like, I'm not saying to just straight up lie. I'm saying do what it takes to get to the interview and talk about it and explain your situation. That's what I'm saying. Break all the rules when it comes to getting that conversation, right? Don't break the law, just break the rules.
Call from.
Hey, welcome back. Tech Police here.
Okay. Okay, so, hey Josh, I like the channel. I live in Chicago. Oh, 50,000 before tax. I watched the stream. I remember that.
Call from.
Wesley.
Wesley, how can I be of service?
Yes. Hey, Josh. First, I want to say thank you for doing what you're doing. I've been a kind of like a long time lurker, and I first noticed your videos describing, kind of not so good job descriptions and what they actually mean. You've certainly done a lot in teaching me how to kind of observe and deduce, what's a good job versus what's kind of just, bullshit that they're trying to get some money for. But I have a question more or less relating to kind of motivation. With being out of a job currently, I want to do kind of like my own app and do some my own side projects, my own development. And I'm just wondering, like, how do you keep yourself going through either discipline or motivation? What keeps you going throughout all that?
I don't have like some super complicated answer. Mainly my mortgage and my dad's rent and my bills, and the fear of being homeless is basically what keeps me going because I have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big one. And like maintaining, I don't know, I have goals and dreams and they're kind of correlated. So if I work harder, the results show immediately instead of having to go through a third party of a boss or something like that, right? I guess that's what motivates me. I'm not always motivated. I guess maybe that's a big thing that people think, that I am motivated all the time. But yesterday's video, I wasn't super motivated to do. I just sat down, hit record, and I did it. And that's how it is most days. I just sat down and I did it. And then usually motivation comes like halfway through, like the stream, for example. Like I wasn't super motivated to get started with the stream today. I was just watching YouTube videos and I said, all right, close all this stuff. Let's get on the stream. Let's help some people. And now I'm motivated. Now I'm excited. Now I'm enjoying it. Like it comes after you do the work, usually. I don't know. Does this help? Am I ranting?
Oh, no, that totally helps. Like, I guess, like, I want realism, and I think you provide a perspective of that that really helps people understand sort of just, I think you get rid of the corporate culture bullshit that's out there, and being real, I think, is just very helpful for me. So, thank you.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to keep it real. Like I want people, I don't know. I think a lot of people are just kind of a little bit in the clouds about how things work because that's what they sell you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No. So, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much.
Just sit down and do the work, and so do the atomic habits. That's the like tangible thing I can tell you is do the atomic habits thing, which is where you sit down for 120 seconds and you say, all right, I'm going to do this for 120 seconds. And at the end, if this is still stupid, I'm going to get up and leave. I gave it my best effort. And 99% of the time, or 9 out of 10 times even, you'll just sit there and you'll do it. That's all it takes. Work creates more work, motivation. Or like sitting down to do work creates motivation. It's not vice versa. You don't get motivated first ever. Like maybe once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that too.
That's the best I got.
All right. Thank you very much, Josh. Have a good day.
You too. See you, man.
Take care.
Wow. Oh, we got a 385 number calling in. Shout out to my homies in Salt Lake.
Call from.
Andre.
Andre in Utah, how can I help?
Hello, who am I talking to?
Yeah, who is this?
This is Andre. I was trying to call someone off of a stream, so I might have put in the wrong digit this time.
Yeah, this is me.
Oh, wow.
What's up, dude?
Okay. Um, hello. Sorry, I had no idea. So basically, I've got a question about just kind of my specific situation with programming, because I've been doing self-learning for kind of a while, and I feel like I'm making progress, but I don't know if it's just like kind of just like kind of my lack of confidence, or if I'm really not making as much progress as I would like to think. And so I'm not sure if I should go back and do a boot camp or go to school, or if it's okay to just kind of keep pushing through. But basically where I'm at is I've got a solid grasp of like the core components of the MERN stack. So, I can run an Express server, I can handle JavaScript, and I'm decent with React. And so I'm wondering, is it better to just push through and just keep making projects and just try to get through that job? Or do I take a step back and say, hey, it's time to rearm myself with like I guess guidance and like schooling? So I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on that.
Yeah, all right. So first question I'm gonna ask is, what does your portfolio look like?
So my portfolio, the only problem with it is a lot of the stuff on it is like modified versions of courses that I've kind of went along with. And so if I decide to go this direction, I'm going to start from scratch. And I have 3 pretty good projects that I know I can make that will take some time. But with all this coronavirus nonsense going on, I know I'll have the time. But right now, I don't feel comfortable putting my portfolio out quite yet, I
All
guess.
right, that's fine. So, all you need are CRUD apps. That is all you need. It's just CRUD apps. You don't need a whole lot of fancy stuff. You need authentication and the ability to push and pull data from a server and modify data at a server. That's what every single web app is, with maybe a different API here and there. But all you need are CRUD apps. That's all you would need to make. Doesn't have to be
Okay.
complicated. You just need proof of concept that you can do each of those parts.
Okay, yeah, that's actually really encouraging. I guess in that case, I'll just start making more CRUD apps and kind of actually start applying and get through that kind of lack of confidence that I've had up until now. So thank you.
If you know how to do it, yeah, man, all you got to do is do that and apply, and just show them. But that's what they're going to check. They're going to give you a code test. They're going to say, all right, make this API, make this, or pull data from this API, or they might say, solve an algorithm here or there. But generally, web apps are CRUD apps. That's all they are. So
Okay,
that's all you need to make.
cool.
Maybe to make 2 or 3 of
All right.
those. They don't got to be complicated.
Cool. Thank you very, very much. I won't waste any more of your time, but I appreciate
You're not
you.
wasting my time. I hope this is helpful, man.
It is. It really is. So thanks.
All right, dude.
Okay.
Have a good
Have
one.
a good one. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Can you define what a good project is for a resume? Yeah, CRUD apps, dude. For web apps, it's CRUD apps. For game dev, it's little mini games. So what are Atomic Habits and where to find them? Yeah, Atomic Habits is a book. Josh is the next Dr. Phil. What's a CRUD app? Create, read, update, delete is what CRUD stands for. It's the ability to create data, push it to a database, read data, pull data from a database, update, edit data from a database, and delete, remove data from a database. What do you think about freelancers as a programmer? The hardest part about freelancing as a programmer is keeping those clients coming through and your brand and getting the first one. Yeah. About an hour and a half on the stream so far.
Call from
Carlos.
Carlos, welcome to the stream. How can I help?
Hey, bro. Just watching a couple videos. Not really a question. Just I went to a couple interviews. I don't know if the people might like it, but I just had a couple questions. I wanted to say like the interview asked me mostly general questions, nothing programming tech stuff. So I don't know like how you like study for those things, because it's
What
kind of
did they
like
ask?
HR questions.
Yeah, what they ask? Hit
You know
me
what I
with the
mean?
questions. Yeah.
It's like tell us about a project that you had difficulty with, stuff like that.
Okay. What'd you say?
That's the thing. I was like, I studied so much for the technical stuff that I was like left blank, and I had to like think about right quick in there. I'm like, oh, there's stuff I forget, and I rambled.
What did you say though? What was the ramble, the TLDR of the ramble?
It was something about like I didn't know like certain PHP functions, and then I had to and I was making it up as I went. I was like, well, I don't know this function, and then I had to figure out. I had to Google everything, and I don't know if it sounded good.
My go-to answer would be something like, "Oh, I was working on a project and I made a deadline." If it was a personal project, I was working on a project. I made a deadline for myself, and I didn't quite hit that deadline due to this bug that I solved, and then I got it just after the deadline. But there's some documentation issues that I was having, and I just couldn't manage to interpret that quick enough. But I've since fixed it, and now that project is out. So whenever they say, "What did you have difficulty with?" talk about your difficulty, and then talk about how you solved that or are working on improving that.
I see. It's like specific for sure, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been asking a lot of those questions. I went to a couple interviews, and I did notice that.
Yeah, so they'll probably ask you another question like, "What's your biggest weakness?" Say the same thing. Again, just say like, "I have trouble with time." Okay. All right. Bye. Have a good one. Thank you for calling. Have a good day. What do you think about paramotoring? That'd be dope. They're expensive though. They're like 10 grand. We just got hung up on. All right, sure does. I'm cooking dinner. Yo, I want some dinner. Oh, I got Reese's in the freezer though. So you would just drop the programming and follow your dreams. I only picked programming because it let me work remote. I don't care about programming. It's a nice tool. It makes stuff. I've learned a lot from it. I can make video games if I want. I can make websites if I want. Like, it's cool, but it's not something that I would do for fun. F to pay respects for our long lost caller here. There we go. I dropped. Oh, you're welcome, Carlos. Oh, we got another one.
Call from
Tyler.
Tyler, welcome to the stream. How can I help?
Oh, hell yeah, you actually picked up, man.
Yeah, dude, what's
For
up?
sure this was like a prank.
No,
Well,
it's
hey,
for
I
real.
don't have any questions. I just wanted
It's
to say
Christian stream.
thanks for the videos, man.
Yeah,
They're
dude.
super awesome.
Thanks,
and
man.
you actually inspired me to be a software engineer, and I got a job at Nike, which was like my dream company. But one thing I noticed that you actually pointed out a while ago is how many fucking meetings there are, dude. And you're so right. I've been to like 10 meetings in 2 weeks. So
More meetings than coding time, and more distractions than coding time. As long as everyone's happy, though, that's all that matters. Just play the game.
yeah, dude, 100%. Well, we're actually all working from home right now because of the virus. So yeah, I just get to like check out your stream and stuff and get paid to do it. So it's super tight. But I just want to say thanks for the videos,
That's
man.
dope.
Cool. I'll leave you. Talk to somebody else. Thanks.
It's all
Have a
good,
one.
man. Have a good one, dude. See ya. Someone said Christian stream in the chat. You dropped the F-bomb. Oh, this stream is gonna be demonetized. SoundCloud sent me another 10. You didn't have to do that, but my passions are making music and websites. Wondering if there's a practical way to use both skills and build a project for a side hustle. So, you could build a website to host music for other people. That's one way you can combine them right there. You could make your own music and host it on your own website. That's another way to do it. You could also offer other artists a way to host their website personally. Make those websites for those people, and you could relate to them through your love of music as well. For a side hustle, combining music and web dev together, usually it comes down to using that interest to sell web dev skills, or you could tell people how to make music. That's another way to do it. Otherwise, you'd have to just end up building platforms for other people. Web audio API. Yeah, you could make an API. That's a good idea. Reading about graphic design? That's pretty good. Abolish meetings. Meetings that could have been emails. 101 should be a required course in college.
Call from
Mark.
Mark, welcome to the stream. How can I be of service?
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
I'm better than I deserve, Mark. How are you?
Good. I was calling because I didn't know if you could help me with this. I work at a pretty big corporation right now, and I don't plan on to work there more than a year. I'd like to open up my own business. But have you heard of the Big Five personality traits by any chance?
Yeah, so it's like every time I say the MBTI, they're like, "What about the Big Five?" I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, so I won't get all technical about it. I actually majored in psychometrics, that's a big component of it. But I actually scale like pretty high in disagreeability. And I didn't know, like, it sounds like you kind of do too. And again, I'm not saying that you are like disagreeable, like, yeah. And when you were at your last jobs, did you ever have problems like just being so fucking annoyed about like the dumbest shit?
Christian
and
stream,
what I mean
bro.
by that, huh?
Christian stream, bro. Christian stream. No.
Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, like, it's something that I have a pretty hard time dealing with, in the sense that, like, I don't know. It's just like, it seems to me that like corporate America like is all about like agreeing and just going along
Falling
with,
in line.
you know, yeah. And I didn't know if you had any advice for that. Again, I don't even know if I'm formulating this correctly, but
Yeah, so you're a disagreeable personality type, and you probably question everything, right?
yes.
Okay, yeah. So I did it. I did it all the time, and they just knew that's how I was. And I was like, you need to explain to me why we're doing this again, because it doesn't make any sense the way you're doing it. And we should discuss this more. And like I don't know, they just came to know that's how I was. Yeah, you sound like INTP, like same as me if you were to do the other one, like the MBTI. But yeah, I think probably what's going to happen is that it's not going to be a fit for you long term, because that will eat you alive. You will be like, why are we doing this all the time? And you have no control over it. And you have one option to either leave or fall in line. And I highly doubt that you're going to fall in line.
Yeah. Yeah. And I completely agree. And I think that's just what I have to do. And before I go, I thought I'd let you know that there actually is like a significant amount of research coming from psychology that like the business in general, but especially corporations, are becoming more and more agreeable, especially since the 50s. But again, that's just interesting to me because I've just had to think about it. But in any event, man, I really appreciate the conversation. So thank you.
Yeah, dude, you're not alone. Like, I would say, if anything, don't feel guilty for it. And I wouldn't say change who you are. I would say that it's probably just not a fit. But everyone else there is not going to understand.
Yeah, like that's why I'm going to start my own business. Is honestly like I just can't go along for the sake of going along. And it's not to be a prick to people, but it's more just like I want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing and not just being told do this. It's just not who I am. So, but
yeah, and
anyways,
if you try
man,
to change that, you'll resent it, just like I did. So you know what to do. Man. You know what to do.
Word.
All right, man.
Okay, thanks, man.
Have a good one, dude.
Peace.
See ya. Let's see. Stoked to see the viewership go up. Hey, thanks. Patient Pop and Toast both just did massive layoffs. What is that? Well, Googling. For practice growth, attract and retain new patients. What? They do layoffs? Where's the layoffs? Thoughts on e-commerce gurus? I don't know. Hit or miss, I guess. Probably make more money talking about it than doing it. I don't see anything. How could someone combine web dev and voice acting? Yeah, so you could probably do like AI, to be honest. Like AI for voices, or like deep learning. That'd be cool. It's not web dev, but I don't know how you could combine web dev and voice acting. Again, it's a hard mix. Like maybe you could make a, I don't know. I need to brainstorm on that. That's a good question. You got to figure out a way that there's like a market need for it.
Call from
Randall.
Randall, welcome to the stream. How can I help?
Hey, am I on?
Yeah, dude, you're on. What's up?
Cool. Yeah, I'm a freelance programmer on the internet. I watching your show for a little bit now. I don't even know how long, but I haven't had a real I guess I haven't had a real 9-to-5 freelance job or remote job.
Yeah.
I just been doing contract to contract since like late 2018, but it's been sustaining me.
Mhm.
So, I don't know if I'm trying to make a transition. What would your advice be for somebody who's whose profile is pretty much just Upwork? That's like all my job history on there.
Okay, so PHP jobs. That's going to be what you're looking at. I'm sure you've messed with that at a certain point, doing that at least, right?
Yeah, but I don't really like it. I'm more into Ruby, and those come along a little less frequently.
There's
on
a lot of
Upwork.
remote jobs that are actually Ruby. You could probably get away with those if you think that you could pass the code test. Apply. But if you're,
Yeah.
do you have a portfolio that's not WordPress? Like, do you have like an app that you've made of some sort that's not a WordPress plugin?
Yeah, I worked on at least 2 Ruby on Rails websites that are live right now.
All right, then that's your portfolio, and you've been paid to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's your portfolio then. It's the easy switch. The hard switch is the people trying to do what you're doing. The easy switch is for you to go back because you got to get contract and client and client. It's hard to sustain because you don't know where that money's coming from unless you got clients lined up. So
True.
what you're doing is the easy part, and everyone that's at a 9 to 5 wants what you have, and you're like, this is annoying probably now. I don't know where you're at with it or why, but you're probably like, this is annoying, and I'm done trying to deal with these clients, right?
Yeah, I'm a little bit torn. Part of me wants to do contract work and only do that, but I see some of the better opportunities seem to be like a full-time employee for the remote stuff. At least that's my impression.
All right, so.
But I've had. Yeah,
Go
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I talked to some old programmer dude at the coffee shop, and he said, "No, contract's the way to go." But I don't know. I'm always going through an intermediary, going through Upwork or whatever. They take their percentage, and it seems like kind of awkward to find that outside of that that arena. At least I haven't figured out the way.
You mean like outside of a platform that offers jobs?
Yeah, to get actual contracts.
Yeah, so you need a rep. You need a brand, you need a reputation, and you can't build one other than what your Upwork profile has, and that's the sucky part because it's trapped on Upwork, and the only people that are going to see it are the people that use Upwork. So you need a brand that exists outside of that, like a personal website that has like basically you're pushing it with Facebook ads or something to get it in front of people. I don't know how to do business to business with Facebook ads, but right now your brand is completely encapsulated inside of Upwork, and unless someone is using Upwork, they don't know you don't exist. You got no rep. That's why, basically, and that's the hard part to solve.
Yeah, that part kind of sucks. I was gonna also mention that just random point wanted to say. I decided to actually move. I moved out here to Panama. I don't know if you're familiar with this country.
Yeah.
So it's a little Central American place, but I just thought since I'm remote now, it's a little cheaper. So for anybody who's thinking of going to Panama, I'll say it's okay, but they've been really strict on this whole virus lockdown, even more so than America, and I find it's chafing me a little bit. Just so people know, I came out here because I wanted it to be more like the Wild West, but.
Right.
They're actually more strict, but we have a lot less cases. I don't know. Maybe I just don't worry enough about this kind of stuff, but I just figure it's not gonna affect us. I'm in like a small little town in the mountains up here.
That's cool.
So
You got pretty steady internet, it seems, or at least a good phone call.
Yeah, decent because the person who owns this complex is a gringo, and he's tried to get the best stuff he can. It's also got like a giant TV in here. It's furnished. So, not trying to brag, but yeah, it's
all good.
That part's not too bad. The bad part though is that you have to learn Spanish, and not a whole lot of people are going to be speaking very good English. So you got to be ready to learn, and that's a whole other job in itself.
Right, but you got the leverage. You got the it's not arbitration. I forget the word, but oh yeah, what I was gonna say is that if you want to do the Ruby on Rails stuff, We Work Remotely has good jobs. For Ruby's on,
okay,
Ruby
yeah.
on Rails. WeWorkRemotely.com and Remote OK. Those both have a lot of jobs for that are remote. And some of them are contract, so you don't even have to go through Upwork.
Yeah, I'll try We Work Remotely, see what's up with that. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, dude. Have a good one.
See ya.
See ya. All right, hold on. I know you recommend Free Code Camp. Is that enough to learn web dev and get a job? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Self-taught's the hardest way. What up, dogs? Come here. Come here, dogs. Arbitrage. That's what it is. Come here. All right, here, look. Here's the dogs for the stream. There you go. Nobody cares. I feel like a parent. Like, look at my baby. They're so cute. I don't need more kids. What up, dog? There they are. They're gonna share the yoga mat. That's nice. Y'all having a good day? Okay. Keep it like this.
Call from.
Hi, John.
To accept, press OK.
Actually, hold on. All over LinkedIn, my dude. Okay. Business dev reps. Patient. All right, I'll do one more, then I'm gonna go get a drink real quick.
Call from.
Trey.
Welcome to the stream. How can I help?
Hey, what's up, Josh? My name is Trey. I'm trying. I don't want to get too personal, but first of all, I just want to say that I've been watching you for like a year and a half, 2 years now, and it's been amazing to watch your journey progress, man. Like seriously. But my question the question I have is concerning like kind of the stage I'm in at life right now. I have sickle cell, so like I don't even know if it's possible for me to work like 40 hours a week. Like I could end up in the hospital by the end of that, like if I did that consistently. So I'm just trying to like figure out what my next step should be at this point. Maybe I should look into jobs at another country. I haven't even gotten my foot in the door yet. So like remote seems like out of the question. Like
No, it's not.
suggest?
Someone who said that to you? Who said you can't get remote in your first job?
No one said that to me specifically. I just kind of feel that way because I just feel like I still don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's
like
not
I'm sure everyone feels that way, but
yeah. So remote is gonna be is gonna be the way to go. But also, if you apply to a regular job and you say that you have sickle cell, they have to accommodate you legally. They have to accommodate you.
Right.
But that's one way to do it. Like, if that's like a legitimate thing, they have to accommodate you. They have to give you as many breaks as possible. They have to accommodate your schedule or how you think you can work. That's just EEO, equal opportunity employer. It's like not technically a disability, but if it's like what you have, I mean, I don't know if you would call it that. You tell me, but they have to accommodate you.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
I mean, if that prevents you from doing work.
Yeah. And like during the interview process, do you want to be upfront as possible with that? Because that could also be seen as a weakness, wouldn't it?
Give me an example.
Let's say I'm interviewing for a company and they ask, what my weaknesses are or like what my schedule is like. And I know for a fact that like sometimes I can just be out by the next day. Like I can be fine one day and out by the next. So should I tell them that like, oh yeah, everything's good, I'm going to be here, like I'll be consistent? Or should I let them know like, hey, shit may go down one day, like I have this problem and I don't know if I can consistently show up every day if something tends to go wrong?
Yeah, say that.
Okay.
Absolutely say that. Like, say to the best of my ability, I will be available, but due to this chronic, it's an illness, right? Like you can't do anything. It's like due to my illness, this is how it is sometimes. Hope you guys can accommodate that.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. For sure. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but one more question. I would just like your opinion on this. My friend who is making six figures, he's also a programmer in Oklahoma. I've been making this app for him to try to like impress some people that he knows, and I've been doing it for like almost a year now, and it's complete. But now he's nitpicking it extremely hard, like padding's off, like this is off by a millimeter, like et cetera, et cetera. And I know he's being hard on me because he thinks the better it is, the more professional it looks, the easier it will be for me to get a remote job. But at the same time, I'm like, I have no health insurance anymore. Like shit's going down. Like I'm getting desperate, and I kind of just like, who cares about the padding that it's off? You know what I mean?
Is he paying you?
No, he's just trying to help me.
Why are you going with it? Just it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Use that and apply.
Okay.
If he was paying you, then yeah, you might owe him something, to a certain degree, right? Like to get the job done. But if he's not paying you and he's just busting your balls, like apply.
Yeah.
That's my recommendation. Use that. Try to get remote. So you got remoteok.io. That's a website. We work remotely. And it's the Stack Overflow remote, but those are like big boy jobs. They're super picky is basically what I'm saying. Because it costs a lot to post there.
True. Okay.
Yeah, that's my recommendation. Okay, so a bunch of people in the chat are saying you can disclose that after you sign the contract or before. So if you feel like they're going to discriminate based on that, I wouldn't disclose until after. But they definitely can't fire you for it. That's how they get sued, and then you end up making 4 years of your salary in a day.
Yeah, for sure. And I've had to like rearrange my dreams a lot because of it. Like I wanted to be a game developer. That's what I got into programming for. But like, you know, the reality is like I'm gonna die. Like they crunch like crazy. Like there's no point of even trying to be like a game developer unless I'm in charge of it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, Indy's the only way.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, thanks, Josh. Hopefully I can get a job and get the hell out of Tejas.
Okay.
But we'll see.
All right, man. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate the call. Good luck. And seriously, don't be honest, but don't disclose anything if you think they're going to discriminate.
Man, that's trying to figure that out, though. Like, I guess that's just a judgment call to see if you think they may discriminate.
Just say if you were, a, you didn't have that. Just apply like you didn't have that, and then if they fire you for it, they're going to get sued big time. They can't do that. So.
Okay.
I mean,
cool.
it's not. You're not dishonest by saying I will be there to the best of my ability. I will be there, full time, right? It's not dishonest.
Yeah, true.
The best of your ability. I mean, okay, yeah, definitely. Everyone says in the chat, do it after. So it's up to you.
Do it after.
If I was you, I would do it after because if they fire you, that's a lawsuit. It's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, makes sense. Thanks so much, Josh. Also, I bought your cover letter like 6 or 7 months ago, and I tried to look for it again and re-access that link, but I think it's not working anymore.
Okay. Text me after this. Text me your email.
Okay.
I'll email it to you.
Will do. Thanks, Josh. Have a good one, man.
You too. See you. You don't have to disclose first. Okay, cool. See, so Haley Rose in the chat. That's an actual HR person. That's actual HR. That's actual HR. That's like, that's qualifications right there, right? All right, I'm gonna put this on. Oh yeah, good luck to the caller. Hey, thanks again for calling. Thanks for asking good questions, complicated questions that I don't have the answer to, and I try not to pretend like I do. At least I'm gonna say when I don't know. Hold on, let me put this on Do Not Disturb. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be back in a moment, and I'll put some music on. We'll go for 2 hours, so that's like 12 minutes, 15 minutes. Where is it? Okay, hold on. Your mic is very low, bro. What? It should be good. I'm turned up the gain. You wouldn't say that you were pregnant in the interview. All right, I'm gonna put some music. I'll be back. Any HR ladies? Well, Haley Rose is an HR lady. She's the HR lady that was in the live stream. Rob, you keep linking the number. I can't call outside of the United States with Google Voice. It won't let me. The final boss in the chat, yeah. All right, Haley can take over the chat. Mods, take over the chat. I'll be back momentarily. Here's some music to enjoy.
You
Hold on. I'm on a Reese's diet. With full go. All right, I'm back. What song is this? Here you go. There you go. All right. I'll take Do Not Disturb off. Somebody texted me. Oh, content. Hashtag content. Hey, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the advice. Roger that. All right. We'll do 2 more calls. Reese's diet. Word. Y'all ever been on that Reese's diet? Is the best diet. What's your height? About 6'2". I'm a big dude. Back in the saddle, as they say. Oh, all right. We'll give it a shot. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How can I help?
Hello, Josh. My English is not so good, so
It's all
sorry
good.
in advance.
No worries.
Anyway, I'm software engineering and it's my third semester. I got good grades and I'm self-learning application in C# and Python. After that, I want to move to California and possibly find a job as a software engineer. It's my dream. I just wanna know how can I achieve this goal? What should I do? Or where can I apply? Or apply or something like that.
I'm gonna be honest. Your connection quality is very staticky, so I'm gonna try to rephrase what I think you said. You want to be a software engineer, and how do you achieve this, right?
Yeah, I want to move to California.
You want to live in California.
Yeah, and possibly find a job.
You want to work at a FANG company, like
yeah,
Google.
software company probably. Yeah, no, not Google. Just any small company for starters. After my graduation, it's just my third semester right now, but I'm planning to.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. Do you have a degree?
Not yet.
Okay, so first of all, where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan.
Okay, so in order to get a visa, you have to have a bachelor's degree of a STEM field, number 1. You cannot get an H-1B
I know,
without it.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to know like what roadmap should I follow? I will arrange visa and everything that I need to go there.
Okay, so I mean, basically, you just apply. You just have to apply to ones that are offering H-1B. There's really no roadmap other than the companies have to offer it ahead of time. You're not going to be able to. Usually, you're not going to be able to negotiate your way into it.
Okay.
So if you go to Stack Overflow and you sort in the perks.
Yeah.
Are you watching the stream right now?
Yeah.
All right, look, I'm going to show you guys in the chat who aren't in the U.S. If you want an H-1B visa, here's where you can find jobs. So just let me pull that up real quick. I don't know if you already know this. Have you ever seen this?
My screen is like
It's a little delayed.
behind.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Look, I'm going to show you guys how... Okay. All right, so here's Stack Overflow jobs. You'll see it in a sec. And you can go to perks, and you just click visa sponsor, apply filters, and now everything in here is offering visa sponsors. So this is how I would do it. If you want there. Yeah, Stack Overflow jobs, and go to perks, visa sponsor. So for all you guys in the chat also, that's how you do it. I don't know, does that help?
Thank you very much. Yeah, probably. I'll see that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
See you.
Have a good day.
Okay. We got another one.
Call from.
Randall, follow-up question.
To accept, press 1.
We got the follow-up question. What's up, dude?
Yo, this is Randall again from Panama. I got a good question to kind of segue from the Panama thing. What do you think about digital nomads? Is it cringe? And will you think about doing a digital nomad cringe segment?
Digital nomad. Okay, all right. So like you're talking about like.
I'll take my call off the air. Oh no, I'll follow up. Sorry, what are you saying?
Okay, so.
Like all these people.
Sure.
Like those Instagram people who do like, I'm a digital nomad. I'm in Bali and my laptop. I'm going to like 3 different countries in a month, and I'm working at the same time.
I think they're just like buzzword memes, and I think a lot of people are doing it to basically they're just leveraging global arbitrage, like you are. But people go to Thailand and they get a mansion for $1,000 a month, and they're like, "Look at me, I'm so rich," and they sell their course, and then people buy their courses because they want to be rich like them, and then they realize those dollars don't have the same amount of value here. I don't know if there's like a nomad cringe. I think it's just a buzzword, and people just want to travel.
All right. Well, just putting the idea out there. I think maybe there's some material on Reddit, like Our Digital Nomad or something.
Oh, dude, it's like there's some people that are like they just dream of traveling all the time, and they just want to. It's not like, I don't know, if you have a family or house or dogs or something like that, it's a lot harder than people think. And there's like visas that you have to deal with. Apparently, everyone thinks that you could just travel the world and just show up, and visas aren't a thing. Like there's so much more to it. You know how it is.
Yeah. I did Thailand at first, right after college, and that was quite an experience. I had to get at least 5 or 6 different visas, whether it's a tourist visa every 3 months, education visa, all kinds of bullshit. But I think for a certain type of people, it could be worth it. But I do also think there are some cringy aspects to it. But I don't know. Maybe it's not a good segment. But I just thought I'd throw it out there to see what your thoughts.
I could roast it. I could say that this is not real life. I could do a video on that. But
I know they have some. They got like seminars sometimes.
Oh yeah, dude, the digital nomad life seminars.
Those almost seem kind of corporate sometimes, but I don't even know if there's that much material. But I'm bored here. I'm working on my computer. Thought I'd shoot the idea out.
Okay, roger that.
All
right,
man,
dude.
I'll get out of here.
Okay, have a good one.
Later.
Someone said what? What? You don't need a visa. Just go out of the country and then back in again. Yeah, that works in like Thailand, I think. They're called visa runs. It's literally what they are. Let's see. Good resource for data structure and algorithms. I don't know, dude. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I think we're good. All right, that was 2 calls. I'm gonna put it back. I'll put it back to do not disturb until next time if you guys want to do this again. We'll see how badly I'm demonetized. All right, last call for real.
Call from.
I didn't hear anything. All right, do not disturb. That's it. We're gonna slow down the stream. We're gonna slow some things down, and yeah, I'll put on some music, and I'll like to say my final goodbyes for today. And I'll see you tomorrow in the layoffs video. Can you receive texts? Yep, I sure can. Let me pull up some music. Thanks for being here, everybody. I hope this has been helpful, somewhat. Appreciate you being here. There we go. Do you have WhatsApp? Nah. I gotta run these off. I gotta do some cardio after this. I'll read some text real quick. If y'all want to send me some text, I'll read those as we sign off. Stay home, stay safe, bro. Hey, thanks. Appreciate you. Enjoy your day. Thanks. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Don't leave. Let me hit you with the Keanu. You're all beautiful. Who runs for fun? No, dude, I don't run for fun. I run so that I can have some more Reese's, okay? It's not for fun. It's because I'm a fat kid. Warzone is great cardio, my guy. Oh, y'all want to play Warzone later? We play Warzone later, maybe. Here's my battle tag. Y'all want to play some Here's the Storm or Warzone? I'm down. Yeah, tomorrow's probably going to be bird layoffs. Is this a channel for new guys looking for advice? If I've worked in the industry for 13 years and I'm already dead inside, should I subscribe? Unsubscribe? You should probably subscribe. We should all meet up and go to the gym. Dude, I'm down. I'm down to work out with people. Run for Reese's. You have WhatsApp or Viber? I don't. Cardio is how you lose your gains, Anthony. Cardio is not for gains. Stream games. Oof. There's no value there. Nobody cares about games. Nothing wrong with fat kids. I mean, okay. All right. I sent a request. I want to get some dubs with you. All right, we could do dubs. Let me look at this. I don't even have any friend requests. Y'all lie. Why y'all lie? Get swole for subs. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. All right. A king size pack of Reese's and freeze them. Thanks, Josh. Dunlap, you have to do it. Go get Reese's and freeze your Reese's. That's the only way to eat Reese's is in the freezer. If you eat them any other way, just throw them out. They're not the same. Is the phone line still open? No, I put it back onto Do Not Disturb. So y'all could text me that number down there if you want. I still get images. I get texts. I get all that stuff. You play PC? Yeah. Oh no, this is not the best way to end. Yeah, sure. We'll do trap music today. Why not? I just wanted to throw a couple bucks. Emailed an idea. Remy, let's look at it. You have to throw any money at me, though. Thank you. Homemade Reese's sound good, though. Reese Easter eggs are the bomb. They're sold out. Is this gonna... Oh, it sounded like it was gonna be good. It's a trash song. Good song? A weird song. I hate this. Alright, whatever. Alright. Yo, for real. I'm out. I'm out, guys. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna go probably work out. Or work on something else. Anyways, thanks again for being here. If you have any questions, you can hit me on Discord or Instagram or the number. But I'll be back on Friday. I'll be back on Friday. Yeah, here's your money when the store's up. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate you, man. Oh yeah, do me a favor, seriously, like the stream before you leave, please. It helps my channel to better. Josh's eyes widen when he said homemade Reese's. All right, you're in Utah. Yeah, it's more like water, but yeah. All right, I'm out.